Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Lalit Sir. Dear students, today we'll learn about chapter 4, Heat. In students, chapter 3, you learned that woolen clothes are made from animal fibers. Why we wear woolen clothes in the winter? Because we get heat from the woolen clothes. You also know the cotton clothes are made from plant fibers. So we understood about animal fibers, plant fibers. We know that what is the use of these fibers, from fiber to fabric, how we wear the clothes, from where we get the yarns, everything we understand in the chapter 3 also. And we also about understand the nutrition in plants and animals. Now we wear clothes, that is woolen clothes, during winters when it is cold outside. Woolen clothes keeps us warm. हमें क्या करते हैं वुलन क्लोथ्स? हमें गर्म रखते हैं। सर्दियों में हमें गर्म रखते हैं और सर्दी से बचाते हैं। That's why we wear woolen clothes. We prefer to wear light colored cotton clothes when it is hot. गर्मियों में हम light colored cotton clothes पहनते हैं, जैसे कि यहाँ पर मेंशन किया गया है. दिस इज अ लाइट कलर कॉटन क्लॉथ वी वियर इन hot weather. So particularly we wear the cloth according to the environment, the weather which is suit to us, which is comfortable to us. On that comfortability we wear the clothes. In winter, you feel cold inside the house. If you come out in the sun, you feel warm. In summer, you feel hot even inside the house. How do we know whether an object is hot or cold? हमें कैसे पता चलेगा जो हमारे पास है, जो वस्तु है, वो है? How do you find out how hot or cold an object is? वो कितना गर्म है, वो ठंडा कितना है, वो कैसे हमें पता चलेगा? चलो इस चैप्टर में हम ये अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे द वेदर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज हॉट और कोल्ड. चलो देखते हैं. नाउ हियर इन दिस टेबल the students you can see the object there are given here that mention these are the objects. You can yourself understand and you can fill this table with a pencil. That ice cream, it is cold, and spoon in a tea cup, it is hot or warm. This is, you can say that it's hot or warm. This fruit juice, it is cold. And handle of a frying pan, it is cold or hot? No, there's a frying pan handle may be the cold. So we can see these tables you can fill with a pencil with your understanding. Here also the activity is given to identify how the water is looks to your hand, how the sensitive skin your hand will give you the idea about the water. So you can take the three large mugs, label them as a B and C. Put cold water in a mug A and hot water in a mug B. Mix some cold and hot water in the mug A, mug C. So both the water is mixed in the mug C. Put your right hand or left hand in the A. Put your right hand or left hand in the B. Then both the hands you should keep in put in the C. So you can understand that what is the cold water, what is the hot water, and what is the warm water. So you can understand with this activity what type the water is. So we understand that some kind of the water is hot or some kind of water is warm, or the some water we can drink that is hot water that is not that much hot which will burn our tongue or our mouth. So we understand that some of the warm or some of the hot water is there, some of the cold or colder than the cold. बहुत ठंडा भी हो सकता है और थोड़ा ठंडा भी हो सकता है, बहुत हॉट भी हो सकता है और थोड़ा हॉट भी हो सकता है. So we can understand our skin is very sensitive, and we know that this is the sense organ. Skin here it is called a sense organ. So whenever you feel the cold or hot, because of this skin's sense organ. Now, how we measure the temperature? Which object will help us to measure the temperature? The a reliable measure of the hotness of an object is the temperature. A reliable measure of the hotness of an object is the temperature. We know that this cold also, we should know how much cold it is, and we should know how much hot it is. So what it is called? It is called the measurement of the temperature. And what is the definition of the temperature? A reliable measure of the hotness of an object is its temperature. Now we can see that here it is, we can see that this is the thermometer. So this thermometer will help us to measure the temperature. There are different type of thermometers available in the market. We can see some of the clinical thermometers are available in the market. The clinical thermometer helps to measure the temperature of the body temperature. The body temperature, which is the thermometer available, which gives the temperature 37 degree to 42 degrees Celsius. So this is the temperature which is they measure with the help of the clinical thermometer. Some of the thermometers which are available as the laboratory thermometer, lab thermometer, that is available, and it is the temperature of the lab thermometer start from the 25 degrees Celsius, which is a normal room temperature. So this help us to measure the temperature. Now, how this thermometer made up of? These thermometers are made up of glass, and there is a 37 to 42 degrees centigrade temperatures are measured on that. You can see here, this is the measurement of temperature, and this thermometer contains mercury. This is the mercury. You know what is mercury? Mercury, it is a metal. The metal which takes or which observes the heat very fast, which reacts with the heat very fast. It's a liquid type of metal, and it is very dangerous. If you have it in your food or some any kind of the reactions will come, it is very dangerous. It's poisonous also. So nowadays this mercury thermometers are very less, the people are using. Now electronic thermometers are used by the people to measure the temperature. Let us understand with the video, with the animated video, how we measure the temperature with the thermometer and how it is thermometer useful. Before that, I just want to mention this thermometer contains a bulb which has the mercury. Outside the bulb, a small shining thread of a mercury can be seen. If you do not see the mercury thread, rotate the thermometer a bit till you see it. You will also find a scale on the thermometer. The scale we use is the Celsius scale, indicated by degree centigrade. And some of the thermometer which are also measured as a Fahrenheit scale. So here you can see the 94 to 108 degrees is the scale of the Fahrenheit. It is measured at F. Like this it is measured, and for degree Celsius it is like this, it is measured, and for the Fahrenheit it is measured like this. Okay, so now let's see the animated video of the thermometer.
Measurement of temperature. It is possible to identify whether the object is hot or cold with the help of temperature. How do we measure temperature? In hospitals, you might have seen doctors using a device for measuring temperature. What is it? It is a thermometer. The type of thermometer which is used to measure temperature of our body is called a clinical thermometer. Let's understand its structure. It is a long narrow tube with same thickness throughout the length. On one side of this tube, there is a bulb which contains mercury. For reading the temperature, there is a scale printed on thermometer. The normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. However, it can vary between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the clinical thermometer has reading from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Here, you must have understood that 35 and 42 are numbers and degrees Celsius is a unit of temperature. There is a very fine tube which originates from the bulb. It is called capillary tube. With rise in temperature, mercury expands in this tube. The capillary tube is bent near the bulb. It prevents mercury from flowing back into the bulb immediately. It gives more time to read the temperature. To get more correct reading, there are some divisions between two consecutive numbers. If there are 10 divisions, then each division signifies 1 by 10, that is equal to 0.1 degree Celsius temperature. And if there are 5 divisions, then each division suggests 1 by 5, that is equal to 0.2 degree Celsius temperature. How to use a thermometer? Before using thermometer, you should wash it with some antiseptic solution. Also, give some jerks to it so as to bring the mercury level falls below 35 degrees Celsius. Now, place the bulb of thermometer under your tongue. Keep it as it is for 1 minute and let the mercury expand in the tube. Now, take the thermometer out and find out the reading shown by the mercury. Just now you have identified your body temperature. Here is a sample value which is showing 37 degrees Celsius and 0.4 degrees Celsius, that is 37.4 degrees Celsius. For temperature measurement, there are units other than Celsius, such as Kelvin and Fahrenheit. Their scales also vary from that of Celsius scale. Always remember, never use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of hot objects other than human body. It may break. Here we complete this topic.
So students, I hope you understand about the measuring of temperature with the thermometer. The thermometer which is used for the body temperature, that is the clinical thermometer. The thermometer that measures our body temperature. हमारे body का temperature के लिए क्या use करते हैं हम? Clinical thermometer. So the range of that is 35 to 42 degree. Okay. Now we should understand how to measure the temperature by using the clinical thermometer. So there are some precautions over here that you can see. The precautions which is you should always keep in your mind before measuring the temperature. The thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Why it is so? So because when we are keeping this thermometer in the patient's mouth, there are lots of germs in the mouth. Maybe the some disease also that patient have. So that will transfer to the other patient or other person in your home also. So we must wash the thermometer before and after the use. Ensure that before use the mercury level is below 35. Why this is below 35, dear students? Because our body temperature, normal body temperature is 37 degree Celsius. If it is go beyond that, the 37 degree, that means you have a fever. That means something wrong in your body. Read the thermometer keeping in the level of mercury along the line of the inside. Handle the thermometer with a care. If it hits against some hard object, it can break. Don't hold the thermometer by its bulb. So you can understand here that you can see the temperature in the thermometer mercury line, so you can observe the temperature of the person. There are some divisions also given. Suppose the bigger marks read on the degree. So here is a between these marks you can see here smaller marks and bigger marks. So you can see the smaller division you can measure is a 0.2 degree. Okay. So see, this was the thermometer. Here it is mentioned here was the thermometer, preferably with the antiseptic. The jerk will be bring the level of the mercury down to the 35 degrees centigrade. Here you can see all the things which is mentioned here. This is just I have discussed with you. And now you can see here the normal temperature of the human body is 37 degree. Note that temperature is started with its unit. Now, students, with the thermometer, you can measure the temperature different persons at your home, and you can mention over here how the different body have a different temperature. But keep in mind, there is you can see the normal body temperature, average body healthy temperature is 37 degree. But it is not like that. All the person have the same or similar 37 degree temperature. Maybe some have a less 37 less than the 37, and some of the people have a more than the 37. It is depend to person, but the average healthy person have the average body temperature that is 37 degree. That is why here it is the range it is given for the thermometer, it is 35 to 42 degree. That is why the range is given here, the 35 to 42 degree. Now in next session we understand about laboratory thermometer. Thank you.